I know you, Dr. Foku, it's, should I introduce yourself? No, introduce you. Oh, okay. All right. All right, okay. I'm the host today. So my name is Yvonne. I'm from Changrong Christian University. Okay, and I also teach classes at IPSD program. Okay, so they all love me very much, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. Dr. Foku is my colleague from the program, and okay, she tried to challenge me to see how I introduce her, but I know you're from Iran with 2 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, and her husband works as teachers. No, NCKU, right? Okay, but you know what? I went through the slides this afternoon and it amazed me. So I think you should look forward to it. Okay, so I will, everyone give the big hands for her, right? Okay, great.
Thank you very much, Yvonne.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ladies, gentlemen, dear teachers, professors, students, and honored community members. I'm so glad to be here today. Actually, it's my first time to give a talk in open space at this time of the day. I'm also so excited, and I like the environment. Hope you also enjoy the talk. Okay, I don't want to waste the time because there are so many slides and we're gonna talk about many things. So let's directly go to the talk. You can see the title of today's talk is about water security and sustainable development. I know, it's weird. It's weird if somebody wants to start talking about water by showing you a pair of jeans. I agree with you, it's not that common, and it's not really logic maybe, but there is a very important reason why I put a pair of jeans for the first slide of the most important talk. Let's see how we can attribute or relate this pair of jeans to our talk today. Look at this. About 11,000 liters of water is used to make 1 pair of cotton jeans. 11,000 liters of water. How many pair of jeans we're wearing here in this environment? Just you can just simply compute how many liters of water has been used to prepare only 1 pair of jeans. And then go back to your home. How many pair of jeans do we keep in our closet space, in our drawer? How many times we had one already? We went to the store, we found a fancy one. Oh, why not I buy this one? And how many more new liters of water you just used and kept in your drawer, in your closet space? But let's make it more reasonable. How much is 11,000 liters of water? Let's make some examples. In order to know how much is 11,000 liters of water, let's look at this. This is the standard bathtub. We all know this. The standard bathtub usually contains about 300 liters of water, if it would be full. Then, 1 pair of cotton jeans takes about 36 standard bathtub full of water. So, imagine that how many extra cotton jeans we have. Once we have one already, 2 already, and we decided to buy a fancy one again, how many more waters has been consumed, used, applied to make new pair of cotton jeans? Let's go for another example. This is quite familiar with you. A4 pages. A box of 500 sheets of A4 pages. Let's see how much water will be used to make just this box of papers. About 5,000 liters of water. This is equal to 16 full bathtubs. Just for pics. Many times, we just want to write our names of friends, meeting records, and we just print it out. Simply. I always feel uncomfortable when I have to give a sign on a paper. Why not we use electronics? We have iPads, notebooks. Why we keep signs on the papers? Once this is going to be happen. Let's go on for another example. Just about each almost right, 600 grams. 0.5 kilogram of beef It takes about 7,000 liters of water to produce. Just make it easier. It's about 23 standard bathtubs. This is already too much, right? But let's go further. Look at this picture. A happy family of 4, 2 kids, daddy and mommy. They seem so happy, smiling, have nice times together, eating one meal, eating food together. That seems quite nice, and there shouldn't be something unsustainable here or something wrong. Now let's look at this. About 26,000 liters of water is required for a 1-day food of a family of 4. Only 1-day food of a family of 4, general, average one, takes about 26,000 liters of water. And this amount of water equals to this. Even the slides does not have enough space to put. 86 standard bathtub will be used to grow and produce the food for a family of 4 only for 1 day. So you see, when we're talking about water, it's not just about drinking water. Sometimes we may say, okay, when I'm going to brush my teeth, I always close the tap water, and I'm going to save the water. I'm a good contributor to the water saver work. But the point is that water is not just about drinking water, it's not just about reducing the shower time, it's not just about using irrigation systems, it's just about every single aspect of our life. It's about our clothes, it's about the way we live, it's about what we buy, it's about how we make food, it's about when we put leftover foods in our plates, it's about when we go to the window shopping and we decided to buy extra pairs of jeans and clothes once we had already many. All of them contributed to the world water crisis. You will never understand, I wouldn't call you because me also a part of the same community. We will never understand the importance of water unless you have to carry your own water. This is what is happening in many parts of the world. People have to carry their own bottle of water, kilometers, tens of kilometers, hours and hours. The girls that should be in the schools, the kids that should be happily and freely shouting and moving around, they had to spend hours and hours just carry water. And this is just because we want an extra pair of cotton jeans. This is just because we just buy more food than we need. We just have lots of leftover foods. We just want to buy more. We consume and consume and consume more. We're all responsible to the pain they're suffering. We're all responsible. The simple reason for all this phenomena is overconsumption. Overconsumption of energy, of water, of natural resources. So it makes all suffer because of the consumerism spreads. We've been all encouraged, forced to consume. The commercial ads, the companies, they're all forced us, buy this, buy the brand new ones. Sometimes it comes because of the social consequences. If you work with your old cell phones, your friend may say, it's too old, why not you change it to the brand new one? It's still working, but you feel embarrassed in front of your friends, and you decided to change it to the new one. We've been encouraged by commercial ads, by company, by producers, by many of those companies to consume more and more. But we just simply ignore that, how those consumerism contribute to the suffer women and girls and kids are tolerating in those countries. So that is why we feel that it's important to take water as a priority for all aspects of life, not just drinking water, not just irrigations, for every single aspect. We simply use too much water, not just too much drinking, not just too much irrigations, too much water in every single product. We buy extra ones. But let's see what water really means to us. I know you all know that water is important. Without water we cannot live, we will thirsty. Okay, it's all okay, but there are some interesting statistic data. Some of you may already know that, but sometimes it's good to remind ourselves the importance of our life. Let's look at this. More than 70% of the Earth covered by the water. So it means that water is an important part of the Earth's planet itself. Interestingly, about 70% of human brains is also contained water. 70% is a big number. To be just a few percent less, you will feel too much thirsty. If it comes to about 10%, you'll probably go to coma. And probably this will be the consequence. So water is our life. Water regulates body temperature. Yeah, it helps us. In a hot day when you sweat a lot, when you feel uncomfortable, this is actually saving your life. Water helps you to cool down. That's why for those who have kids, if the kids suffered from a fever, you take him or her to the doctor prescribes some anti-fever medicines, and he or she will tell you, give this medicine to your kid. As soon as she or he started to sweat it, it means he's going to cool down. He's going to be okay. Sweating means water regulates the temperature of your body. So it means that you're going to cool up. 90%, about 60% of human body contain water, and this is about 90% of our blood. The blood in our body contains 90% of water. So it seems that it's just the water circulating with simple amounts of red blood cells. Mostly it's water circulating in our body. Okay, water is the most simple things that we're all familiar with this. We know how important is it, we know what is the role of water in our life, but there's still some fact about water that scientists and researchers are still struggling. Water is very simple, but very unique. To be honest, it's very strange. Scientists said it's the most strange compounds. It's the most strange things in the whole world. Why? Because it has very specific characteristics that makes it very unique. Even some of the chemistry and physical rules and regulations does not work on water. Let's see. Some water fact. Water molecules are ageless. They're ageless means you cannot say we have a water molecules that has been born here and it's already gone. The molecules of water never gone, keep circulating around what we call the water cycle. So it goes from the lakes to the evaporations, to the condensations making the clouds, precipitations, runoff, and then go back again. What does this mean? This is simple. Interesting fact about this is that the water in your tap, in your cup, in your flask, may contain molecules that dinosaurs also drank one day. It is possible. Maybe a drop of water in your tap, in your cup, the same molecules was the one that dinosaurs million years ago drank from the lake. So it's kind of like we're drinking history with each sip of water. We're drinking history. So, another interesting fact about water is that water is sticky actually. You may feel that whenever I feel sticky on my hands, the first thing I do is wash my hands with water. How could the water be sticky? But it is actually. Water is quite sticky. And it's because of the specific behavior of the water molecules. They like to stick to each other. They like to stick to the surfaces. We call this cohesion and adhesion. To make this simple, cohesion means when water molecules, they like to attract to each other. I'm sure many of you have seen this picture. An insect walking on the surface of the water. Or if you put a small paper clips, paper pins, slowly on the surface of the water, it won't sink down, it floats on the surface. This is because the water molecules like to stick to each other. They take each other's hand very severely, very strongly. At the same time, they have the ability to stick to the surfaces of the wall. We call that adhesion. They attract to each other, but at the same time, they attract to the surfaces, to the wall. And why it's important? Because this makes us alive. This makes us alive. How? It means that water can pull blood up in your vessels. This is the same reason why plants can transfer water from their root to the top of their leaves. There is no pumping engine in the plants, in the trees. There is no generators, there is no electricity. The only power is through what we call the capillary actions, which means that water molecules will help each other to move up, and also they stick to the wall of the small vessels of the plants and blood, so they go up. So it means that this is quite unique. Water is not just a part of our life. Water, it is our lives. It's not just the important part of it. It is the life itself. Now the question comes in, okay, now we know the life is water. Water is life, the life is water. But how much water do we have? It seems it's the most important things. It's the only thing we need to take care of that. But how much water do we really have? Look at this. We know that 70% of the earth is covered by water. Some may say, okay, it seems that we have plenty of water already. Why should we worry about that? And I'm going to show you the picture that you will be shocked or surprised by how much water we can have access, how much water is available for us to use. This is how much is it? This simple ball, this shows you all of the Earth's water, oceans, groundwaters, polar ice caps, rivers, lakes, all of the water around the Earth. If you collect them all, it would be equal to that simple ball. But there is another simple ball here. This means all of the Earth's liquid fresh water. Liquid means fresh water, means the lakes, rivers, and groundwater down the Earth. And there's still another one, very, very small ball. This is all of the Earth's surface fresh water, rivers, and lakes. This is actually the water that we have. This is mainly the water that is mostly available to us. That simple thought. This is all we depend on. This is all the life depends on, the available fresh water. So, if this is the Earth, 9% of those 71% of the water are from the oceans. So, they're so salty, we cannot use them. It's not available for us, for drinking, for farming, so we cannot use it. We have 3% fresh water available. Out of that 3%, 70% are already freezed, polar ice. We cannot use it. So ignore it. 30% are underground water. It's not always possible to extract water from underground using the wells. How much more? Only less than 1% of the whole water in the Earth is available for us for our drinking, eating, buying, cooking,